Alright guys, sorry again. So what we're going to do here, to make this much easier, is we're actually going to put our and right here. Let me go ahead and just set that up. So how do you put up an and? You basically have two redstone torches, and one here on the side. You connect them together like that, and it's an and. So what happens is, even if one of these are off, this will not be on. So they both have to be off to make this on. That's an and. And I need to hit the reset button. Oh, that didn't work so well. Shoot. Oh, I know why. That's cute, isn't it? Override. That was kind of interesting. I think we're going to need to fix that too, but we'll do that in a minute. So anyway, we set this up like this. So when we hit the button, it's going to make that go off. Now what we want is when we hit the right proper switches to actually turn off this button. So we're just gonna create a basic combination here. So where they all have to be powered. Actually, only one has to be powered. Now if you notice, it's not turning it off. Which I think is interesting. Power, power, power. Huh. I'm bewildered. Why is that not getting power? I'm a little confuzzled. Wow, that is so stuck in a loop. Alright, let's just cut it out. There we go. So you can see that's getting in power like it's supposed to. But in this case, we only have to hit one of these to make it work. In this case, it's that one. You can see when we did that, it screwed it up. It's weird. So only one of these needs power. That was odd. So right now I can hit, you know, any three of these and it'll turn it off. That's not what we want, but you get the basic idea. We hit the switch, boom. Right now it's resetting everything because we need to fix this. As you can see, the way we have things reset here isn't going to work because of how we got it set up right now. So I'm actually going to switch this up a little. What we're going to do is create what he called a NOR, which is kind of interesting. Basically what a NOR does is it resets the power for us. So in this case, we've got this powering to here to set that up. Now there's no power coming in here obviously right now, so it's turned on. We want to change that. So we're going to make a new switch here. There we go. And just like that, plop, plop. So now we have a nice little inverter here between the two, which turns that off. And so when we actually get the combination right, and I hit this button, it turns it back on. But as you noticed, it's now stuck in a loop. To fix that, we have to set this up. And this is where things get a little oopsies, because of my room issue here. If I hit this, it's gonna get all weird on me. I just know it. Yeah, see, it's not gonna do a darn thing, and that's because of the way things are set up here. So there you go. Now you can see how this works. It's flowing power through here still, keeping it off, even though we've hit that already, and even though the and's on there. So I hit the reset button, it flips everything back around, cutting the power here. It's strange, it's weird, but it works. Alright, so now we want to make a proper lock. We only need a certain amount to go through and turn on. So what I'm going to do is, the way he did it was, in order to ensure that the right one you want is there, all you got to do is hit it in the right position. So for instance here, I have that on, it gives power to turn that off. So even if I switch these, you know, it turns it off as well. It's strange, it's weird how he does it. And that's because I'm not connecting it properly. Hold on. So I'm going to kind of switch this up a little. We're going to connect it over here. So as you can see, when that has power, works. So now these two have to be down, this one has to be up, and that's our combination. That turns that off. And then I hit it, and it opens the doors. Now if I switch these back, you can see all the power is on because that one is torch is on. And I come back over here to reset it, closes the door, and if I hit this button, it's not going to work. It's a very basic combination. The layout here is kind of screwed up, and I apologize for that because I had it in a different way. But you kind of see how this works, I hope. We basically have like an and here coming down from the ground. And right now the combination works very simple. This just has to be off. That's it. Once it's off, it will depower it. So basically you want these two down and this one up. Now let's say I wanted these two up and this one down. Well, that's really easy. We just get rid of that redstone there. We put a torch in its place, and now turn that up, and boom. So there's a new combination. Very easy. It's actually brilliant, and I like the way he came up with that. And it makes things a lot simpler than the way I was trying to do it. And it works out really well. So that's the combination lock. Hopefully you guys will get to see what I'm going to be implementing this into. Just to show about the pressure plates, because I'm honestly a little curious myself. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So I'm going to grab a pressure plate, a couple of them. I think they're all downstairs. I had a darn skeleton in my lab again. I swear, need more light in there. Okay, so I got some pressure plates here. Let's give this a shot. I'm really curious to see how this works and how it affects it. Now, if I'm right, and from what I saw in his as well, it should not matter. If there is power or whatever coming from it, well, you'll see. So we're going to put some pressure plates on the opposite side of the doors. These are going to act as like our exits. So when we hit the reset button, obviously it closes and locks it, and let's say we're inside, well, we need to get back out. Whoops. I want to move this button a little bit. Let me move this button a little. There we go. And I'll just, there we are. And plop, plop. Now if you notice, that didn't open because it's got power to it, and that's fine. But that at least gives us an escape route. Now here's the thing. We've got these in the right positions, so let's go ahead and unlock it. Now when I hit these, it closes that one, but it keeps open. Now when I hit the reset, closed. Awesome. So you can see there we have an escape route on the other end. It's because of their positioning. They're like overriding power. Since that's already receiving power, me giving it power doesn't do shit, and that's why it stays closed. This one doesn't have any power, so when I hit it, it does open, so I can get out. You know, and that's why it does the opposite effect when it's actually powered. So this is a basic idea of a combination lock. What's great is you can change this way is a lot easier to change the combination, because all I have to do is come into where the switches are at and decide, okay, instead of these two, the outside two being the ones that require power, let's make these two require power. And there you go. Now, as you can see, what's interesting is it doesn't matter if this one's up or down because of this one being in the way. So if I wanted to make sure that all that connects properly, you know, it'd be best if you're going to do it to try and put this more in the middle, like here, instead of the way I have it set up here. But for the sake of argument here, hopefully you guys get the basic idea. So, you know, if either of those are down, it actually is kind of cute that way, because this could be either way and it doesn't matter. But if they don't know that, all they gotta know is that these two have to be up. And then you have to say, yeah, it's not the right combination. Oh my god, is that it? No, oh my god, it's gotta be like this then. Oh my god, oh, that's the right combination. And then I can come back and switch it just to throw them a ballpark. But hopefully you guys see how this works and think it's kind of interesting. We're really going to make use of this later on, I am, and for something, because I'm going to try to make this feel more like a fort than it already is, and there's a few things just missing from it. So this is kind of like a part of that system that I'm going to be putting into it. So yep, that's my little combination lock system. I wanted to share you guys with you guys, and hopefully I'll be able to put this into practice here very soon. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you guys what I'm planning, unless you guys want to be surprised. Basically, we're missing a few things here, and mainly, you know, it is a fort. We got this whole front area pretty much open for use. And I was thinking, since it is a fort, one of the things we're really missing is like a barracks, a control room, and an armory. And I thought, how cool would it be to actually be able to combination lock the armory? So that's kind of what the lock is for. The control room is going to be an interesting little project that's going to do multiple things. Hopefully later on, as things get a little more developed and we get trapdoors and such, proper trapdoors and such, it'll do even more. But it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, this is my little prototype of that lock system as an example. You know, obviously it's going to be using iron doors, not that, so I can make it where I can easily lock things in and out of the armory. So it's not a very easy way to get in or out. So that's my plan. That's kind of what I'm working on right now. I'll probably show you guys that as it's done or in progress. I haven't decided yet, but you know, we'll come back to it. All for now, guys. Stay tuned. Lots more coming up. Guarantee it. Stay tuned.